Hi, I'm Carla Bettles and today I'm using the Bioscan Pro Hunter Metatron. If you find this video useful, please like and subscribe to support my channel and check out the description for more information on my website and training program. Today's video is going to be all about how I make my remedies. Equipment that you will need. So first of all, you're going to need your cup attachment, or you can use a remote box if you have a remote box. And then something to put the remedy into. So the different substances, you could pretty much put it in anything, but so things that I go for. So one, my favorite choice is brandy. And I choose brandy because that's what the batch flower remedies and the homeopathic remedies are made with. So that's really my background. My mother's a homeopath, so I've always seen her make her remedies with brandy. So that's the main thing that I use. And when I use brandy, I put it in a drop bottle like this. So I buy these new sterilized, well, I sterilize them and then I put the brandy in and you can seal them. So this is, I don't know if you can see this is a dropper lid. So you buy the bottles, I get mine off eBay or Amazon. And then when you put the lid on, I'm not going to do it, but it actually seals on, so it's sealed and new. So I put my brandy in there. Other things that I might use, because some people don't want to use alcohol, I often use organic olive oil, particularly for children, because they seem to prefer the oil to the alcohol. I might also use mineral water. I know some people like to use distilled water. Another thing that you could use, this is like the homeopathic tablets. They are literally sugar tablets and you can buy them from any homeopathic supply company. And if I'm going to use these tablets, then I would put them straight into the bottle with an open mouth. Or my mother, when she makes up her homeopathic remedies and gives them to her clients, she puts them in small envelopes. So that's another option. Another thing you could do is to make up a cream. If you just had a pure cream with nothing in it, you could put that in a small pot and put that in your cup. There's lots of different options. You could use honey, all different types of oils, really anything that's going to work for you or your client. Today I'm going to be making a remedy using the sugar tablets, and I put them in the cup. I've now plugged it in, put that down there. So I'm going to make a remedy up using the energy from this liver. So first of all, I use all the usual techniques to find the worst points, and I'm going to keep going until I find the black squares, which I've done here. Put my contour on. Right, so first step is always to find the worst point. Second step is then to combat the infections. So if I go into test standards, you can see here I've got a couple of viruses, the rotavirus and the E. coli virus, and I'm going to put these into my remedies. You may choose not to put the infection into your remedies. It's up to you. So I go onto the virus itself, then I press the reprinter. Now I must select which coefficient I want to use. So this is all about what are you putting it into? Water, are you putting it into water? Are you putting it into alcohol? Sugar tablets, which is what I'm using. Paraffin, you could like an oil or a cream. So selecting the sugar, because I'm making sugar tablets. I'm going to invert the energy and start the preparation. So I've reprinted the first one. Now moving on to the second one, I just select it. I press the reprinter, I press invert. This time I don't need to select the coefficient because it's already selected as sugar, and then I can start my preparation. Now the energy that from the reprinter goes into both the headphones and the cup. So it's going to the person and the remedy at the same time. The next thing I do is I put the Metasode into the remedy. So you must have done a contour for this to work. So with my contour on, I press Make Metasode. And I don't need to worry about whether it's inverting or not. I don't need to worry about the coefficient because I've already selected that. Start preparation. The next thing I look at are the organo preparations. So I click on here, I go to the bottom, and I select each one that's either pink or black, and I put that into the remedy. So reprinter, I do not invert it because this is the ideal energy pattern for that area of the body. So start preparation. Anything that you're putting into the remedy, you only need to put it in one time. So I've gone through each one and imprinted it one time. Those are the main things I put in my remedy, but really anything that you see in a database that you can reprint, you can put into a remedy. For example, you might choose to put in a homeopathic remedy, just use the reprinter. And I know that other people use other databases. The general rule is, if something is bad, then you invert it. So for example, here you can see if someone has a problem with penicillin, then you could reprint and invert and put that into the remedy. But if something's good, for example, apricots, maybe you would use the reprinter and put that in without inverting. So really, remedies can be made from anything that you can reprint, and you can put them into any substance that works for you. To take the remedies, so for example, if I gave them drops, I would advise them to take a couple of drops in the morning and in the evening. And for me, this is my homeopathic background of taking a remedy morning and evening. The other thing to say is that I make up a new remedy every time I do a session. So if I see someone every 4 weeks, then I make them up a new remedy every 4 weeks, and that's what they take morning and night every day between our appointments. I hope you found this informative. Do let me know, come back and leave a comment, and I hope to see you again.